How has the epidemic affected me academically this semester? Well, there's a lot of things that had to be changed, and one of them being the amount of responsibility that I had. This time, I could work at my own pace, which made it easier for me actually, because when I used to go to school, I was working at a slower pace than I was able to, especially in things that involved math and other things. What has been the most challenging shift you have had to make in relation to your work as a student? Well, there's a lot of challenging shifts that I had to make this year due to COVID-19, but the one that made me have the most challenge and most difficulty was the fact of not being able to see my teachers every day. Before, we used to be able to see them from Monday to Friday, and if you ever had a question, you just had to ask them on the next day or that day that you were there. What kind of system did I use to stay organized? Well, I invented my own system. This is how it worked. I would do most of my work that I knew that I could get done that same day on Monday and Tuesday, which was usually science, math, history, and Spanish too. And that had me, then after that, I was left with only English and men's studies. I would leave those for last. Well, not for last. I would leave that for the most time of the week because I knew that I had difficulties doing those two classes, especially because I had to read and write a lot. What kind of space did you use to do your work? Kitchen table, desk, your bed, the library? Well, at first I started working in my bed. After a while I noticed that I wasn't getting as much work as I wanted to, and I knew I could. So I started working at my kitchen table. After working on my kitchen table, I admittedly saw an increase of doing my homework faster. So I kept it like that for the rest of the semester, and I will keep it like that for the next semester as well. How have you kept up with your friends that you would otherwise see at school? Well, I have only been living in Oklahoma for a year now, and my friends are pretty much counted. I haven't made that many friends, especially because when I moved here, COVID started right away. Well, not right away, but almost right away. That only gave me about a semester to make as many friends as I could, and most of them were in my soccer team. So how am I keeping up with them? I'm going to practice. I do soccer practice. We are still practicing soccer, so that's where I see most of my friends, and that's where I grow my social life. I also see some of my friends at church, and obviously I see some of my family relatives who are also my friends. Usually on the weekend, or but more times. But yeah, that's how I keep up. That's how I keep up with my friends right now, as in this situation with COVID-19. Okay, stop it. What are 3 things that your school could do to better support you as a student next semester? Okay, I don't want to sound picky, but so far Santa Fe South has taken control of this situation pretty good, to my knowledge. I have really not had that many problems. There was some little small things here and little small things here, but it doesn't happen as often. But if I could give them an advice on to help students, it would be probably to teach people, students and teachers, to know how to use the tools that we're getting used to. Probably it wouldn't be bad to send a video here and there explaining the features that tool has and the advantage they can use with those tools, the advantages they have with those tools, I mean. For example, Zoom. A lot of people don't know how to use Zoom to the fullest. Some people don't know how to turn on their microphones when they're using another type of computer. There's many things that I believe that are holding a lot of students to do the amount of work they can do. And one of the other things that I would like for them to do or improve is the amount of Zoom meetings. I believe that students are not getting as much time with teachers as they should, and that's why we had a lot of problems with students not turning in their work. I feel like a lot of students don't have that capacity yet to get the full responsibilities to turn in work in time and how to stay organized. Um, a lot of people had problems with that. People would prefer going downtown and then turning in work, which I find it unacceptable. And if the school could do anything to help that, I'll be pro. I would really love that. Um, and I mean, there's really not that many things that I thought that Santa Fe South could improve in because they did a pretty job in this year. And if I just had to add a third one, um, it would probably be the amount of opportunities they're giving students to get involved in school. I understand that it's hard because of COVID. We can't have that many events or anything, but I feel like we could have some, and I feel like if we worked with procedures, safety procedures, and if we work together as a school, I'm pretty sure there's gonna be a lot of things that we can do and accomplish. And and yeah, that's pretty much it that I feel like they can improve. And just a little one other thing that I can add is that this is not for me personally. This year was really smooth for me, but if I put if I get in somebody else's shoes, I would really like for schools to help their other students be able to handle all the stress that involves with turning in all the works and getting the amount of work that they're getting. Like I said, a lot of people are not capable to handle it yet. So I feel like it will be a pretty good idea to give some classes or give some give some advice. If you were able to go back in time to last March, just before we closed the first time for the epidemic, what advice would you give to yourself and your classmates? All right. First of all, I would tell my classmates to. I would tell my classmates to try to handle the situation that we're in, and to also take it serious. I know some people that lost some family members because of COVID-19, and I feel like we could have done better as a nation. I feel like if everyone put their hand to help the ball move, I feel like this thing would have been done way faster than it's taken right now. But yeah, I feel like that's something that we could have done. That I would give advice to others, and I will also give that advice to myself. I would tell myself to not give up, to handle in there, like just stay, hold on, and to not leave a lot of opportunities leave, because in this time and with COVID-19, the opportunities are very limited. A lot of people are not getting as many opportunities as it should be recommended. But I would tell myself to not give up and to take every opportunity that I get to improve as a person and to improve the world as well. But yeah.